Have you ever felt like you're just a username in a massive online world? Just another face in a crowd, scrolling endlessly, trying to find your way, but feeling completely lost and unseen. It's a modern kind of loneliness, isn't it? This feeling isn't new, though. For thousands of years, people have looked for guidance, for someone who truly sees them. And long ago, in the ancient world, there was a figure who embodied this kind of guidance perfectly: the shepherd. Now, when we think of shepherds, we might picture a quaint scene on a postcard. But being a shepherd was a tough, demanding, and incredibly important job. They were protectors, guides, and caretakers. This image is so powerful that when Jesus wanted to explain his relationship with us, he used this very metaphor. He said, "I am the good shepherd." It's one of the most comforting and profound statements he ever made. But what does it really mean for us today in our busy digital lives? Let's break it down. If Jesus is the shepherd, then we are the sheep. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sheep aren't exactly known for being the smartest animals. They tend to wander, get easily spooked, and can't really defend themselves. And if we're honest with ourselves, isn't that a lot like us sometimes? We get distracted by shiny things. We follow the crowd even when it's heading for a cliff, and we often find ourselves in situations we can't handle alone. We need a guide. We need a protector. We need a shepherd. A good shepherd in ancient times didn't just punch a clock. It was a 24/7 commitment. His entire life revolved around his flock. In the morning, he would lead them out from the safety of the fold, not by driving them from behind with a stick, but by walking ahead of them, calling them by name. He knew the path to green pastures where they could eat and still waters where they could drink safely. He was constantly on the lookout for dangers, rocky crevices they could fall into, or predators like wolves and lions hiding in the shadows. A shepherd's job was to provide, guide, and protect. This is the picture Jesus paints of himself. He leads us to places of spiritual nourishment and peace. He guides us along the right paths in life, not by forcing us, but by calling to us, inviting us to follow his voice. He knows the dangers we face, the temptations, the anxieties, the despair, and he stands ready to protect us. He doesn't just see a faceless flock. He sees you. The shepherd knew each of his sheep individually. He knew the one with the limp, the one that was always adventurous, the one that was shy. He had a personal relationship with each one. And Jesus is telling us that he knows us that intimately. He knows your fears, your dreams, your strengths, and your weaknesses. You are not just a number to him. You are known, and you are loved by name. To really drive this point home, Jesus told a powerful story, a parable. Imagine a shepherd with 100 sheep. At the end of the day, as he's counting them, he realizes one is missing. Just one. What does he do? Does he say, "Well, 99 is still a pretty good number. I can't risk the whole flock for one silly sheep that wandered off"? No, the parable says, the shepherd leaves the 99 in a safe place and goes out into the wilderness, searching for that one lost sheep. He scours the hills and valleys, calling its name, until he finds it. And when he does, he doesn't scold it. He joyfully and gently lifts it onto his shoulders and carries it home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors to celebrate with him. This story is incredible because it tells us about the heart of God. It shows us the immense value he places on each individual. You could be that one. Maybe you feel lost right now, far from the flock, thinking you've strayed too far to ever come back. This parable is for you. It says that the shepherd will leave everything to come and find you. You are that precious to him. Your worth is not determined by the flock, but by the shepherd, who would seek you out no matter the cost. He isn't waiting for you to find your way back. He's actively searching for you. All you have to do is let yourself be found. But the metaphor of the good shepherd goes even deeper, to a place of ultimate sacrifice. Jesus said, "The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." This is where the analogy goes beyond any human shepherd. A hired hand, someone who's just in it for the money, will run away when a wolf comes. He's not going to die for a bunch of sheep. It's not his flock. But the good shepherd, the one who owns the sheep and loves them, will stand his ground. He will fight the wolf. He will put himself between the danger and his flock. If necessary, he will die to save them. This is exactly what Jesus did for us. The wolf represents sin, death, and all the forces that seek to destroy us. Jesus didn't run. He stood firm, and on the cross, he laid down his life, taking the blow that was meant for us. He made the ultimate sacrifice, not for a righteous, perfect flock, but for a flock of wandering, lost, and vulnerable sheep. He did it so that we could be saved, so we could be brought back into the fold, safe and secure forever. This isn't just about guidance for this life. It's about securing our eternal safety. So, bring this back to today, to that feeling of being lost in the crowd. The message of the Good Shepherd is the ultimate antidote to that feeling. It tells us that we are not just another username, not just a face in the crowd. We have a shepherd who knows our name. We have a guide who promises to lead us to places of peace and rest. We have a protector who will defend us from harm. And we have a Savior who loved us so much that he laid down his life for us. In a world that can feel chaotic and uncertain, there is a source of unshakable security and unconditional love. Following the Good Shepherd means learning to recognize his voice amidst all the other noise vying for our attention. It means trusting his guidance, even when the path looks difficult. It means accepting that you are deeply known and profoundly loved, just as you are. You don't have to navigate this life alone. The Good Shepherd is calling your name. Will you listen? Thanks so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content like this. We'd love to have you as part of our community. God bless.